APC. We are APC. They have divided Edo State. Edo has never been this divided the way we are today. We are coming to change it. We are coming to restore our educational system back. We are coming to restore the security system back. We are coming to restore our infrastructure back. Our educational system. Look at what they call Edo best. It's Edo Jaga Jaga. Edo Jaga Jaga. Do we have schools in Edo State now? A school of 250 people, you will now be having 3 teachers, 1 headmaster. And they are telling you Edo best. These people are scam. 419. Yahoo people. Just imagine the armed robbers we have in the government house. One armed robber is leaving. He wants to give to another armed robber. Transactional people. Edo, before this governor came into office, Edo was owing less than 43 billion. And when you look at that 43 billion, you will know that work was done. And that debt was not accumulated at my leader, Adams Oshomole's time. Now, what are we owing? Over 500 and something billion. $530-something billion. Do we need such government again? They are Yahoo people. Montras. Look at what I did 3 days ago. Because our profile is rising. Every day, they want to use the sound of a gun to silence us. Is it going to be possible? Will you accept that? Nobody is going to stop us. Because we are bringing practical governance into this state. A government that will respect the monarch system in this state. Oba Tokbe. I want to tell you that a new Edo is rising. How many of you want a new Edo here? Last time I was walking around the best part of Edo State, the GROA. I saw a river Aswen and a river Obaseki. In a reserve area, the best part, that's supposed to be the best part of the state. I understand that the man is not from Edo State. Now he wants to bring somebody who is coming with an interpreter. Do we need an interpreter in this state? somebody who does not reside here, our money, our business are taken away from this state. Our people are hungry. We will send them packing, and they will pack. Are they not going to leave the government house? By the grace of God, September 21st is the D-Day. If they bring government money for you, collect it from them because they are going to pay for it. They are going to face EFCC. They use their hands to cultivate what they want. They took our money so that we answer to EFCC. If you want a good Edo here, raise up your hand. So we all agree that we need a new Edo. Edo that will be truly a state of our dream. Thank you, and God bless all of you. Yes.
Fellow Nigerians, I want to exceptionally greet you if you are joining me. It is the Comrade Show. My name is Comrade Lamte Monsa already. And yesterday I was quite busy. I did look forward to hearing Opkebholo speak, because since the beginning of this process, we've not really seen him engage with anybody per se. We've not really seen him marshal out his plans for Edo State. And when, of course, information was out there that the national chairman of the APC was in Edo State and a few others to inaugurate the National Campaign Council of the APC, hoping to bring Opkebholo into Edo State Government House as the next governor of Edo State. I thought that for once we are going to hear Opkebholo talk about his plans for Edo State. And this occasion is very, pivotal to that agenda. This is an occasion where you expect a candidate to tell the world his plans and how he intends to turn around the fortunes of the state. I mean, at the level, of an inauguration like this, where everybody is present, the candidate is present, the expectation that the people normally would be that they will hear directly from the candidate what he intends to, carry out when he's in office as, in this case, as governor of Edo State. Those things that will make up the body of his manifesto. We just listened to Opkebholo. I've listened, again and again and again. In this excerpt, Opkebholo spoke for 6 minutes and about 17 seconds. And there was nowhere he mentioned anything, that probably we will refer to as, okay, these are matters that make up the body of his manifesto. He didn't mention anything on education, on agriculture, on economy, on security, nothing. The only thing Opkebholo came here to do, okay, on the occasion of the inauguration of his own National Campaign Council in Edo State, was to come and tell us about his own perceived failings or failure of the government of Obaseki. Now, if the things Opkebholo came to talk about here are the things that make up Opkebholo's manifesto, I am honestly very concerned for Edo State. And I honestly think that this grand conspiracy by the APC against those states, by bringing such a man to represent the APC, as the head of their ticket, in fact, it's a great insult on our collective intelligence as a people of Edo State. There is nothing that can be more insulting. And that's why I just simply say, man, this Opkebholo and the grand conspiracy against Edo State. Because there is no other way we can look at this. With all due respect to all of those who are supporting the PCO, and for whatever reasons you guys are supporting the candidate. Some have said they are not supporting the party, that it is the candidate they are supporting because he's a good man, because he's a humble man. My brothers and my sisters, humility is not what is going to drive the content of a manifesto. Humility is not what is going to drive the price of commodities in those states down. Humility is not what is going to provide amenities in those states. Humility is not what is going to do any of those things. At least there should be a level of capacity, a level of competence shown by a candidate. For the candidate of the APC, I am so scared, I am so worried. And you know the funny thing? The people in APC, the principal actors and players, they know what is good. But rather, in my opinion, I believe they desperately and deliberately chose to bring this man out to, do whatever they want to do to make him governor of Edo State, so that by the time, if they succeed, God forbid, Opkebholo becomes the governor of Edo State, we will just have one human being there as lame dog. While some other people that you will not see, you will not know, will be the ones determining the fate of Edo State. And we've seen these scripts before. And when that is the story, nothing is ever going to be in the interest of Edo State people. It will always be in the private, personal interest of those principal players and characters. This conspiracy is huge, is dangerous, and there is no way Edo State people can afford to make a grave mistake as this. There is no way Edo State people should, as a matter of urgent national security, consider that Opkebholo should be the governor of Edo State. I am making this broadcast because everything I do, it's always born out of my own personal conviction. Everything I do, I am dazed. Even while everybody has been talking, oh, why is Opkebholo hiding from the media? Why is he not presenting himself for interrogation? Why is he not doing? Why is he not doing? It is evident now. It's evident. What we've seen in 6 minutes, 6 huge minutes, for a candidate to tell the people why he's running, the things that will form the bulk of his own manifesto, the things that will instill hope. Opkebholo had nothing to say. Oh, Obaseki is a thief. Oh, one thief to another thief. Oh, they want to do this, they want to do that. Will you allow it? You saw River Aswe and River Obaseki, according to him. But you did not tell us what you will do, that in your first 4 years, that river will vanish. There was nothing by way of saying, this is a program I have. When I'm elected governor, in my first 100 days, this and this and this will be in place. By the end of my first term, I will ensure that this and this. There is no statement of such. Opkebholo spoke to Edo State people, spoke to APC faithfuls, spoke to all the human beings that gather for this inauguration at a time when he's supposed to have capitalized on, take advantage of. to convince the people who are doubtful that yes, he is ready. There is no better time than a time like this, the inauguration of your campaign council. That the ideas you as a candidate even put forward, we energize the people that have made up that particular council. It will drive their own agenda as well to know that they cannot afford to deviate from the plans you have had. What Opkebholo has done is to tell his campaign council that the only agenda they have is to go out there and insult Governor Obaseki. Is to go out there and say Obaseki is a thief. That's why he's a thief, or armed robbers as he used it. Otherwise, I heard absolutely nothing. And I actually thought that some of those places I was seeing there, okay, they should be ashamed of themselves. I mean, all these places, I mean, some people were clapping, and you could hear the sound of the clap as not very convincing. Because at the end of the day, this man just wasted 6 minutes saying nothing. No, absolutely nothing. And this is a man who is the head of a ticket of a major political party who could very well become the next governor of Edo State. I am enraged in my spirit. If this is what you people can bring, I am honestly enraged in my spirit at such wickedness and such conspiracy against the people of Edo State at this time when we are in this difficulty. All you guys can do is to package somebody like this, and before you say anything, they will tell you, oh, English does not matter. Look, man, English probably don't matter. Opkebholo, tell us the plans you have for Edo State in pidgin English. Tell us in a sign language. Tell us in whatever you are comfortable with. If people argue, say English don't matter, because that's what they always put forward. That's what they always put forward. Oshomole will be on national television telling the whole world that English don't matter. When you, Oshomole, you convinced everybody with this same English we're talking about right now to build your own support in Edo State, to become the governor of Edo State, to govern Edo State. Until today, even when some of us we are not fans of Oshomole, we enjoy him speak, talk about issues. You be at your own interest, because you guys have not brought one, with all due respect, somebody that can easily be regarded, in our palace as humpity dumpity. Because you guys are, all of you now, you have now, at the end of the day, my people, look, let me zero down. Okay, this is a grand conspiracy, and it's a conspiracy that those state people must not allow. It's a dangerous conspiracy, and it is hugely against progress and development in Edo State. Because what you are saying is that all of these people call themselves leaders. Okay, all they are just doing that, they want to push this man and do everything to make him governor. At the end of the day, Edo State shall have so many governors hiding under one man. And all of them will just bring out whatever it is to make Edo State dry. What I see today, if Opkebholo becomes the governor of Edo State, the future of Edo State will be, in fact, hugely perilous when it comes to development in Edo State. Because the human beings surrounding this APC candidate right now, they are not interested in the growth and development of Edo State. They are people, majority of them are people who have had a history with the state, and a very bad backward history for that matter. And whatever whatever this gathering is about right now, believe you me, majority of them are gathered for their own personal interest, not because they want anything, to be okay in Edo State. And this guy is just going to be that conduit that they want to use to bring Edo State down. I am saying this The Benin man says, the stone that you see coming will not blind you. That's what the Benin says. But in my own amendment to that the stone that you see coming will not blind you only if you remove your eye out of the way of the stone. In my own opinion, candidly, based on what I've seen from him, Opkebholo is a stone that is come to the eyes of those people. And this stone can only be avoided if those people will take their eyes off the way. And that the avoidance of this particular stone that will be a heavy burden on peace, progress, and development in those states is to ensure that those state electorate stand their ground to ensure that Opkebholo and all this conspiracy don't get elected into Osadebe Avenue. This is an insult of the highest order. Are we caused? Are we caused? And for those who are saying, oh, Opkebholo, because it's the tone of the Eastern land. Look, my people, everybody, let us hide ourselves bury our heads in shame. Let's bury our heads in shame. If this is what APC can present as their own candidate for the office, for the highest office in the land, then there's a monumental and a fundamental problem with all of us. There are other candidates running to become governor in those states. I have been very critical of Asue Udalo and Governor Baseki, majorly about Governor Baseki. But I have never come out to come and contest issues of competence when it comes to Asue Udalo, for instance. My only grasp majorly with Asue Udalo's ticket is that this ticket cannot be trusted because of what Obaseki represents, because of what I have seen, I have observed about Obaseki. So my own grasp with Asue Udalo is an issue of trust. And I thought that is huge in itself, because he's been part of this government. He cannot extricate himself from this government, from the government of Obaseki. And I thought that Obaseki did not follow the line of the promises made to those state people. And I take those things very seriously, because those are promises he made publicly and privately. So my issue with Asue Udalo is principally trust. I will not challenge Asue Udalo on matters of competence. I won't. But seeing this, hombre, come on. This is too much for us to swallow and pretend about. Some people are just watching. And with this ticket, with this Opkebholo, the most boastful supporters today you find in Edo State are people supporting Opkebholo. They are very boastful, highly self-conceited, so full of themselves. They tell everybody around, "No, don't worry, we go do it for an eye," just because they believe that one Tinubu somewhere is going to order INEC around to come and to come and make Opkebholo the governor of Edo State. God forbid! It will not happen. It will not happen. It will not happen. There are things that when you go say you go manage, not this. I am not saying this on the. Look, man, on the base of maybe this person they speak English, it's not really important. Olumide Akpata is a lawyer of no mean repute. He's one of the most reputable lawyers in Nigeria. Olumide is very well schooled. Olumide has campaigned more with pidgin English than I've heard him speak Queen's English. That is a master of English himself. But everywhere he goes, he speaks the people's language. He comes down to the market women and speak pidgin for them. Where he can speak their native dialect, if now one or two in Lagos, he speak them just to make the people feel at home. So who's talking about Queen's English? Tell us the things you want to do when it comes to agriculture, education, health, security, economy, energy, electricity. Tell us in pidgin English. I think it's hard time we begin to really properly interrogate these human beings. How can people just conspire to package a human being like this and give to Edo State and say, and you are saying the next governor of Edo State, and you guys are boastful everywhere because you have one, one Tinubu somewhere? Edo State people, there's a lot we need to defend, though. The future of this state is at stake. Let's not joke about it. I am very, very weary. I am really, really troubled because that's what we go do. Yeah. They will just put this man to become the governor of Edo State. The Benin man says, I don't know how to interpret that one for English, but if mess don't come out for Nash, cover Nash not there again. We must do all that we can, all that we could, all that we should to ensure that this conspiracy, very evil conspiracy, does not befall Edo State, because we are all going to suffer it. We are all going to suffer it. I am not using this, my sense right now, to try to, bring down the person of Senator Opkebholo. But what I'm trying to say is that the people that are taking straw to make our own patrimony under Opkebholo, there are too many. And the man I see in Opkebholo, this is not a man who will have a word of his own. Before he talked just now, he don't refer to Adams Oshiomhole. He's even defending Adams Oshiomhole. He said Adams Oshiomhole left 43 billion or 40 something billion as debt, and the debt of that Obaseki has now risen to 500 something billion. Point of correction: Oshiomhole did not leave 43 billion. That's another bad information that we must not be misinformed. Oshiomhole left 79 billion when he was leaving office after his 8 years. That's the authentic information. Oshiomhole left as debt for Edo State 79 billion, not for the something billion. Fact check it. It's everywhere all over the internet. Edo State debt profile as at the time Obaseki was taking over was 79 billion. I've always mentioned this. And that debt profile has now risen to above 500 billion. As a matter of fact, it's now chasing 600 billion. That is the correct information. But for you to only go further to say that Oshiomhole is not the one who will cure that particular debt, you could come on. This again speaks to how this man has always put himself in the position of one who came to worship the people he called godfathers, the people he called my leaders. We've seen a video much earlier in the campaign when he was saying that he's not going to disappoint leaders, leaders will not crown his administration, blah, 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 and all of that. Has reflected that here. Edo State people, I am standing the way I'm standing because I'm truly troubled. I'm troubled because, what we are looking at right now is a dangerous situation that we cannot allow. Some people have described Opkebholo as a good man. I don't know him. There are so many good people. As a matter of fact, it is not a question of being a good man or a good woman that qualifies you to become a governor of a state. And in fact, as I'm sat here and having watched this particular, asset, I'm asking myself, how did this man become a senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria? Because at the end of the day, it does not look to me like somebody who even understands the environment the environment is currently, existing. And those two people, we need to take serious precaution. I have seen, I am a living witness to how governance can change the lives of the people, either for good or for bad. We are all living witnesses. We may not experience the good part of it in Nigeria, but I tell you, if you live beyond the shores of Nigeria, like some of us are privileged to, we understand what the policies of government and the programs implementation of government, what they do to the ordinary people, if they affect, either it is positive or negative. In this UK, when they live for here, once government just bring law come out like this, this law, they don't pass on. The next day, nobody they take hand pass that law. That becomes what's operational. The life of the British citizens and residents, okay, is coordinated by government policies and programs, and that is why they know they take their democracy play. I think we need to get ourselves to that level. Anybody cannot just come around because he's subservient to one leader or the other, come around and become a governor of a state like Edo State. At least we should move past, we should have moved beyond that stage. Opkebholo and his aspirations and those behind him, they are in a very grand conspiracy against Edo State, and they must be resisted. They must be resisted. I beg Edo State people, they must be resisted. Nigeria, with all due respect, has failed largely and woefully. As a matter of fact, Nigeria under Buhari, under what's his name, the current Tinubu, in fact, we never see anything. We have not seen anything. That is what it's looking like. The failure is real, and the hardship is palpable in the lives of the people. But one thing I do know is that when you have a governor in a state who understands what it means to be a governor, there is a way governance at the level of the state can actually ameliorate things for the citizenry in that state. There is a way governance at the level of a state can actually make life a bit better, irrespective of what is happening at the federal level. When Obaseki was running for governor in 2020, one of the things I told him privately was, Your Excellency, is it not possible? There are countries like Croatia, very many countries across the world. I think I gave some examples. These countries, by way of population, they are not as big as Edo State, but they are sovereign nations in themselves. And I said, is it not possible to run Edo State economically almost independent of Nigeria? And he said, yes, if it is possible, please run Edo State like Edo State is not part of Nigeria. Let's not be dependent on the federal allocation. Let us work on our IGRO and use what we can internally generate to build our own state. So when the federal own comes, it will be just an addition. I believe that anybody that must aspire to govern Edo State must have that mentality that I'm coming to govern a nation, not a nation that will be depending on handout from the federal government, but a nation that will look inwards and use what she's got to uplift the people, uplift the state, and even uplift the nation. Opkebholo has no programs. He has no plans. I believe that the only plan he's got is just to be called the governor of Edo State. And that is dangerous. We cannot afford to have somebody be a governor and not be a governor. We are standing a huge risk of having that with APC and with Opkebholo. And if APC can open their eyes to say this is the one they are giving to Edo State, it therefore means that they are deliberately taking Edo State people for a ride. I have never desired that we have, a governorship election that will be an easy process. I have thought that we have a governorship election where all the candidates are available. People will really, really, look at them, see all of them as very, very eminently qualified. Eminently qualified. And begin to use small things, crossing of T's, dotting of I's, to not take side with the one that they want to support. But people should have the free mind to say, well, whichever one becomes the governor of Edo State, well, let's be happy because they are all eminently qualified. Only small things that separate them. How can you give us Opkebholo How? The man is running for the media. He cannot engage with the people. Nobody has been able to question him. The people he wants to govern cannot even ask him, what are your programs? What do you intend to achieve for Edo State? Now, on a big occasion, on the occasion of the inauguration of your own campaign council, and you were given 6 minutes plus to speak, and all you can tell us is Obaseki River, Aswe River. Obaseki is a thief. Obaseki is an armed robber. Aswe cannot speak his language. He will bring interpreter. That's all you could tell us. For those of you who never listen, I just carry the talk. Go and listen.
APC. We are APC. They have divided Edo State. Edo has never been this divided the way we are today. We are coming to change it. We are coming to restore our educational system back. We are coming to restore the security system back. We are coming to restore our infrastructure back. Our educational system. Look at what they call Edo best. It's Edo Jaga Jaga. Edo Jaga Jaga. Do we have schools in Edo State now? A school of 250 people, you will now be having 3 teachers, 1 headmaster. And they are telling you Edo best. These people are scam. 419. Yahoo people. Just imagine the armed robbers we have in the government house. One armed robber is leaving. He wants to give to another armed robber. Transactional people. Edo, before this governor came into office, Edo was owing less than 43 billion. And when you look at that 43 billion, you will know that work was done. And that debt was not accumulated at my leader, Adams Oshomole's time. Now, what are we owing? Over 500 and something billion. $530-something billion. Do we need such government again? They are Yahoo people. Montras. Look at what I did 3 days ago. Because our profile is rising. Every day, they want to use the sound of a gun to silence us. Is it going to be possible? Will you accept that? Nobody is going to stop us. Because we are bringing practical governance into this state. A government that will respect the monarch system in this state. Oba Tokpe. I want to tell you that a new Edo is rising. How many of you want a new Edo here? Last time I was walking around the best part of Edo State, the GROA. I saw a river Aswen and a river Obaseki. In a reserve area, the best part, that's supposed to be the best part of the state. I understand that the man is not from Edo State. Now he wants to bring somebody who is coming with an interpreter. Do we need an interpreter in this state? Somebody who does not reside here. Our money, our business are taken away from this state. Our people are hungry. We will send them packing, and they will pack. Are they not going to leave the government house? By the grace of God, September 21st is the D-Day. If they bring government money for you, collect it from them because they are going to pay for it. They are going to face EFCC. They use their hands to cultivate what they want. They took our money so that we answer to EFCC. If you want a good Edo here, raise up your hand. So we all agree that we need a new Edo. Edo that will be truly a state of our dream. Thank you, and God bless all of you.
Please. Man, Edo State people, honestly, I am troubled and very, very worried. I'm worried. We've just got to do our best to ensure that we stand our ground. And this is just taking us too much for a ride. We've seen that at national level, and they are very boastful. You understand? With the strength of their boast, I not really understand them. You know, if they are boastful and you have not come across Opkebholo, you would think that they have a candidate that is very formidable. You understand me now? They are boastful because they are believing that they will manipulate INEC, they will hoodwink everybody, they will pay their way through to become elected. This is a sorry state for Edo State. This is a sorry, in fact, it's a sorry situation. And look at the man, he's pacing around. You understand what I'm saying now? Stage fright, one finisher. That's why he's pacing. Stage fright, the warrior. He's pacing around, up and down, up and down, up and down. Somebody say he's talking like a comedian. Very true. Very true. He has no confidence even in himself to talk to the people that he wants to govern. Which kind of governor you want to be? You have no confidence to even speak to your people. The others are saying, no, it's not by speaking English. It's not by speaking English. It's by speaking what? Let him speak Esan for us. Let him articulate his plans in Esan language. We will understand. Articulate it in pidgin English. We will understand even better. You are packaging him. You are hiding him. Nobody can talk to him. He can. All the other candidates, even the small parties that you don't even know about, they are on CNN, on a Chinese television, on Arise, everywhere. They are selling their manifestos and they are selling themselves. Opkebholo is hiding under my father, my leader, Comrade Oshomole, my leader, Comrade Oshomole. I mean, what nonsense? What nonsense? Is Oshomole going to be the one who's going to govern Edo State? Will Oshomole be the one who's going to govern Edo State? What kind of nonsense is all this? After every 2 lines, he's referring my leader Oshomole, my leader Oshomole. So you are a bait for Oshomole, isn't it? Edo State people, these are very difficult times, you know. And they are very dangerous times as well. I just hope that we can understand that, this conversation about who will be the next governor of Edo State cannot include Monday Opkebholo of the APC. Not at all. If I will appeal in every way. Not at all. The stone that we see coming should not blind us. This one is a dangerous stone. This is a dangerous conspiracy. And it's not right. It's not fair on all of us at all. It's not. It's not fair. That said, those two people, I just thought there is no way I can see this and not talk about it. Because at the end of the day, Nedua Manuseluama, is what we are fighting for. You understand the picture of what I'm saying now? And I want to appeal to every one of us, players outside of this cabal, that we see. We must do everything we possibly could to ensure that Opkebholo does not become the governor of Edo State. And while we are doing that, I also wish to use this medium, okay, to honestly and truthfully add that the best candidate now that I see, the best option for Edo State is Olumide Akpata. Whether you like it or you don't like it, or it doesn't matter to me. You understand what I'm saying now? But I'm going to say that because of all the human beings on the field, looking at everything behind every one of them, the best person to become the next governor of Edo State, that Edo State people can truly identify with, that they can truly say yes, without anything like rancor, without wahala, without misgivings. Olumide Akpata is the only candidate that even the APC supporters we accept, and everybody will be at peace. He's the only candidate that even the PDP supporters will accept, and everybody will be at peace, because he does not have anything to do with either APC or PDP. It's an independent candidate coming under the Labour Party. So I want to appeal to us. We must look the way of Olumide Akpata if we need to rescue Edo State. And we must look the way of Olumide Akpata, in a very, very big way. Just go listen to the man, watch what he does, and take a look at his campaign manifesto. He's releasing them in bits and pieces, so item by item. I'm sure that within because of this weekend to next week or so, the body of manifesto will be out and every other thing. Man, that is it. Olumide does not speak about his misgivings, does not concentrate everything about his misgivings about Obasanjo's government. The man is marshalling out what he wants to do, how he wants to go about it, even talking about how to raise the money to sort some of the things out. Those are serious-minded people who understand what they are coming to do. Those are people who know the state of Edo State currently, and they know that if they put a lot of things in place, Edo State will transform for the better. By way of information, Olumide will be in London for a town hall meeting on 26th. That's the next 3 days from now. On Friday 26th, is going to be in London for a town hall meeting. It's going to be at All Saints Community Center, 105 New Cross Road. Let's not forget that. And the time is going to be from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. On the 27th, which is July 27th, which is on a Saturday, the very next day, he will be in Manchester, Stanley House, Manchester Road. Many of you know that. Please, let's find our way, to go and engage the Olumide Akpata. Let's go and interrogate him. And the time for that same event is going to be 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. So Edo State people, this is an event that we cannot afford to miss. I'm not just inviting people who support Olumide Akpata. I'm also inviting those who don't support him, the undecided, those that already are supporting other candidates. You understand what I'm saying now? Let's come and interrogate him. It's important for the sake of Edo State, because sometimes the questions that you may have, it may not be what I have, but your question, when he's responding to it, may actually, prove some points even more to me, either for or against. So let's come and talk to him. Let's come and interrogate him. Let's, come and have that conversation with Olumide Akpata. I believe it's going to be a very interesting conversation. It's going to be an interesting environment. I will be there. So at those people, if you live in London, let's meet there in London. If you live in Manchester, I will be in Manchester as well. Let us meet there. Let us deepen the process. Let's deepen our democracy. We are only able to do it for ourselves. And if you're out there, you want to register, with Eventbrite, for instance, just so you are noted. I'm putting the poster, the flyer on screen. You can see that barcode there. Scan it with your phone right now. Scan the barcode with your phone, and you will get yourself freely registered on the Eventbrite. And of course, your space will be reserved for you. You can scan that. If you're unable to scan that, you can go to the Comrade Show page on Facebook, and of course, the flyer is there. So you can actually, you copy the flyer from there or scan it from there, so that you can get registered, you fully register for free space and all of that. So at those state people, my advocacy is for Olumide Akpata strongly, because I believe right now, given the circumstances surrounding Edo State, he's the only man right now that sort of, tick all the boxes for me, you understand? And is the candidate to that we can, have some confidence in, and we can be very much at home with when he becomes the governor of Edo State. So let's do our bit. Let's support Olumide Akpata. He has proven it. His readiness, his willingness to ensure that we have a different Edo State is not in doubt in any way, shape, or form. So I will advocate, let us look the way for Olumide Akpata. That said, I want to say a very big thank you to everyone who's joined us. I just thought I'd talk about this matter because I can't be bothered this month and not talk about it. I'm concerned about it. And I think that if it is not too late, Opkebholo should step out of this race right now. If it's not too late, you get a picture of what I'm saying now. But otherwise, that ticket is just a very huge issue to every right-thinking Edo State person. That's what I believe. Well, it is equally, with all due respect, to everyone who believes that is the one they must support. But for Edo State people, I will appeal again and again. Opkebholo cannot, should not, will not be governor of Edo State. We all must decide and hold that very strong. It must be at the back of our minds that, come what may, Opkebholo should not be elected governor of Edo State. God bless you all. We'll see you again. Bye for now.